Hello. Hello, inhabitants of the World Wide Web.
That's not what you say.
I always say that, Kenzie. That's what I've always said.
And Gaslight's not a movie.
Gaslight is a movie. What are you talking about?
Shut up.
I watched Gaslight last night, fun fact.
Let's see. Time to do the protagonist of these stories thing. Get it? Because his name is Link.
No.
Ah,
I'm
Huh.
good.
Hello, Anthony.
Run.
no.
And. Oh, I did this to myself. Yes, you did. Thank you for waiving any liability that we would have.
Do this myself. No. This was Chad's idea.
Nope, Anthony already said it.
Anthony, you can't waive his responsibility.
Hello, Cam. Bountiful penis. Oh, that's certainly an introduction.
I don't know how to respond to it.
They never do. So I'm sure there will be in this stream. Well, I mean, I'm here, so. Hello, Chris Duffy.
So this will be a weird one.
That's what she said.
No, it's not. Defend your statement.
No. Alright, so this evening, we're choosing the worst Zelda fanfiction.
Goody.
And the choices have been provided by all of you, our lovely viewers.
Did I do to deserve this?
I asked if you wanted to stream with me once, and you said yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hello, Bagel. Hiya, Georgie. Hope you're doing well. Now, today we're going to start with one that was sent to us by Mike, who I don't think will be able to be in the chat right now. I could be wrong, but
No,
we're
get
gonna,
him in here.
we're gonna start with his because it is by far the shortest.
Mm-hmm.
And what the fuck notification am I getting? Bagel, why are you tagging me in the server right now? I mean, I appreciate it, but we're busy at the moment. Sorry I didn't send in a suggestion. Didn't have much time to dedicate to reading Zelda fanfiction. I mean, that just means that you're still sane. Prompted to do Zelda specifically. Toby's streaming of Ocarina of Time. And I've just sent the link to you guys, Kenzie and Raptor.
Okay.
Well, you weren't kidding. This is. At least the first chapter is mercifully fucking short.
And I'm just gonna get us started by reading the first line of this. Chapter 1, Good Memories. Sonic sighed as he stared up at the great Deku Tree.
Great stream. Bye. Nope.
Yeah, so
I didn't sign up.
we're,
I didn't sign up for this. I
we're
signed
already
up for Zelda streams. You lied to me.
we're already there.
I
So,
feel shanghaied, bamboozled, Beckledorf.
are you quoting
Open
Robin Hood Men in Tights?
No.
Oh,
SpongeBob.
wood, I agree with you.
what's that?
Which one? Kenzie or me?
Yeah, why'd you call me Raptor?
It was in response to Kenzie. Like,
He
that's not even a
called you
word I agree
daddy.
with her.
What? No, he didn't. That was the girl. Never mind.
Oh no, I heard him.
Alright, but yeah, so that's what we got for the first one. Legend of Zelda and Sonic the Hedgehog X Over.
I didn't sign up for this. How dare you not warn me?
So, how about for this one, we each just take a chapter to read?
Yeah, these are like pretty much. Well, at least this one's a paragraph. It gets a little longer with each one.
That's what she said.
Doesn't mean much.
Alright, so, yeah, Sonic sighed as he stared up at the great Deku Tree. He saw the little Deku Tree sprout, which made him smile. Just a year ago, Sonic had saved a whole kingdom from Ganondorf, the king of evil.
Wow, that sounds interesting. Almost as if it could have made its own story. No,
Also,
we're just gonna fling that at you as if you were talking with your mouth full and eating a little bit of food.
also sounds like Sonic is participating in some revisionist history.
Aganda.
Fake news.
Now that Ganondorf was trapped in the void of the evil realm, that's not what happens, peace had returned to Hyrule. Sonic had put the Master Sword back in the Temple of Time and formed a strong bond with Princess Zelda. Oh god, no.
Look, I already am suspending my disbelief with it being a Zelda fanfic, but I'm just gonna say it. I can't take it seriously with Sonic being in this.
I mean,
Seems a bit silly.
this isn't the first time someone's paired Sonic with a human princess.
We don't talk about that.
All he was wearing now was the Hylian shield. I miss her, Sonic
I
thought.
mean, we already knew Sonic was mostly a nudist.
Then he realized he could visit her anytime he wanted because he knew where she lived. Hyrule Castle. What the fuck kind of thought pattern is this?
Alright, do your best Jaleel White Sonic.
No, because I
Please.
respect him.
No, like, I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
No,
I just want, let's just bring in classic cartoon Sonic in this.
no.
Good Sonic then.
I can go pay Zelda a visit. She loves hanging out with me. A very obvious lie, Sonic thought happily. He was just about to head there when he saw a thunderstorm coming. Wait. Link, Amy, and Tails raced by him. So Link exists!
It's really missing the meat of this sandwich here, but I'll kind of give it credit for just cutting out all the fluff and just getting right to the point.
But what butt fuckery is this?
I don't fucking know. Ask Mike.
Who's
Do you
going
want
to
me
be
to get him?
Who's going to be Tails?
Oh, me.
Tails.
Me. Dibs.
Go!
Um, Sonic, we're going to Hyrule Castle to take shelter from the storm.
Yes,
It's more of like it's more Ash Ketchum than Tails, but you know what?
there's nowhere else to take shelter. You all think you can just invite yourselves into the royal castle?
I mean, they literally have like Hyrule's one night in tow. I think they.
You there? Kenzie?
You lose her?
I think so.
She's Sabuti must have destroyed her corporal form.
Link is the side bitch in this story. Yeah, seems like it. Guess we'll never know what Kenzie thought. The storm got Kenzie. Would Ganondorf and Eggman work together? I mean, probably not. If they're at the Great Deku Tree, surely they could take shelter in the Great Deku Tree. Well, I think it's implying that's still Sprout at this point, after all the shenanigans that went on.
Testing. Can you hear me?
No, but I can hear
Yes.
you.
Well, good. So, what was the last thing you heard me say?
Uh, I don't remember.
Oh, so okay. So, I'll just pick up from Tails' dialogue. You should come with us.
I was just about to head to Hyrule Castle! Exclaimed Sonic. He followed his friends toward Hyrule Castle. Wow.
Do you want to just take the next chapter because they're the two shortest, and then
Okay.
I'll take 3 and Raptor can take 4?
Yeah. You should come with us. I was going there anyway. That's where they went. What a self-fulfilling prophecy. Chapter 2, A Surprise Visit. By the time Sonic had arrived at Hyrule Castle, he was soaking wet, so he shook the
Giggity.
water out of his quills. He raced towards Zelda's bedroom and knocked on the
Nope.
door.
Okay, we're
Isn't she
done.
a
We're
child at
done.
this point?
We're done. Great stream, everyone.
A familiar young brunette opened the door and beamed when she saw Sonic. Sonic!
Okay,
She exclaimed
she's
happily.
brunette in this. Sorry, she's brunette in this one. What incarnation are we talking here?
Seems like several different ones.
Um. Well, yeah, but usually she's blonde. So is this Twilight Princess?
No.
Kind of. She's kind of brunette in that one.
No, she's blonde in that one.
It's like the darkest her hair gets, except for the first one when she's a redhead for some reason.
Anyway, Sonic! She exclaimed happily, hugging the blue hedgehog. Hi, Zelda. I missed you, said Sonic. I missed you too, said Zelda, wiping tears of joy out of her eyes. Ever since you left, I've been thinking about you, hoping we get to see each other and to celebrate your victory.
What? I just read forward and I'm like, what the fuck?
I hope you don't mind that I brought some friends, unannounced, into the royal palace, said Sonic. Not at all, replied Zelda, and I guess we should point out, as usual with shit stories, these are not, it's not doing new speaker, new paragraph. No, we can all celebrate together! And that's what they did. They played games. Watched movies. How? How did they
Which
watch
game did they
movies?
have the newest?
Alright, I'm messaging Mike.
And Zelda played her ocarina for her guests. Meanwhile,
I just said, Mike, we're reading your Zelda fic. What the fuck?
No, 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 no.
Yeah, no.
Meanwhile, Wally was telling
Yep.
Impa about the store.
Where did
Yep.
Wally come from?
The
Where did
cute little
Wally come
Pixar
from?
robot. Well, I mean, okay, well the title is called Wally 2 by Wally and Even Love. So there you go.
Doesn't explain anything though. Explain
Seems
anything.
like there might be a whole trilogy we've missed here. Considering this is 2, so there's Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. When Sonic the Hedgehog gets summoned by the Great Deku Tree, he embarks on an adventure to save the Kingdom of Hyrule. Wally 2.
Well, we're never going to go back
Yeah.
to that, so.
Oh no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that seems we missed out on this big adventure.
So who's going to be Impa? Alright, go, Raptor,
I can quiet the storm with my powers.
said Impa.
Make it so that it's just rain. Then it'll be safe for Sonic, Link, Tails, and Amy to go home.
Link is home. All right, I want to be Wally. Can I be Wally?
I don't care.
Even though he doesn't talk in these long sentences. That's a wonderful idea,
Okay,
Chad.
said Wally.
Look, as close as I can get to that voice that he does. Got a cute little robot voice. And the plants still have water to drink. Why is he in Hyrule?
Also, when has, like, when has drought ever been a problem in Hyrule?
I think it's just, Wally, plants.
So
Doesn't matter where he
the
doesn't
bare
matter
minimum of their personalities.
doesn't matter exactly where he is. It's like, oh, he's in like a lush green oasis. Oh, the plant's okay.
Yeah. This is Link to the Past and he's stuck here. Okay. So Impa went into the courtyard and waved her arms. The thunder and lightning stopped, but the rain didn't. Now it was just a gentle rainstorm without the thunder and lightning. Wally went to tell his daughter and her friends.
Wally had sex? Wally had sex?
Why not?
Give me a moment,
Fuck it.
please.
It's really dumb stuff, but like it's kind of endearing. Like like you can definitely like it's like a child wrote it. It's like and then Wally's there and Wally has a baby and Tails and Sonic are buddies. Or
Okay, so,
no,
well,
Link,
actually,
Zelda
no.
and Sonic are buddies.
That raises the question. Uh, what happened to Wally's programming, and where is the child that he abducted?
Well, you see, now that he like is dealing with humans that aren't morbidly obese and stuck in floaty chairs, he can just pick one up and take it.
No wonder there's the searching party going all around the freaking town. All right,
Good news!
said Wally.
Impa made this go away, so it's just raining. It's safe to go home now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah! Said Link.
No.
He, Amy, and Tails started to head out. Sonic was the last one, but instead he turned towards King Wally.
What?
So, Zelda's his daughter?
Wally had sex?
Alright, you said it once, Raptor.
It needs repeating though. Just
No.
it does, but
He had
no.
sex and
How?
what gave birth to a cyborg?
Why is Zelda a cyborg?
Did Does Zelda's dad have a name throughout the incarnations,
No.
or is he not even shown really?
He's only ever shown, I think, in the animated series.
Like, well, there's the implication being that someone, because she's only a Princess Zelda, but did she just did Wally come in, murk the King of Hyrule, and just look at Zelda and be like, "You're my child now"?
The spaceship crashed on the king when he was out for a walk.
Well,
Like
how we
fucking
do in
Wizard
that
of Oz.
And Wally just picked up the crown, which was still attached to the top of the king's skull, and was like, "Oh, I'll fix this."
And the
No, he's in Breath of the
Hyruleans were just like,
Wild.
"Who are you?" Wally. And they're just like, "All hail King Wally."
He's named in Breath of the Wild. Okay, I've never played that. Alright, he turned towards King Wally when a thought came to him. Can I stay and have a sleepover with Zelda? Chris Hansen, call Chris Hansen! He asked.
A slumber party?
Inquired Wally.
I don't know, Sonic. The last time Zelda went to a slumber party, she broke all the rules and got grounded. Now she's afraid the same thing is going to happen again when she's at a slumber party. Where the fuck are we?
How old is she?
Oh, said Sonic, disappointed. I understand, but Wally, will you let me help Zelda overcome her fear of breaking the rules?
Where am I?
What fucking Nick Jr. PBS Kids bullshit is this?
I am just so perplexed. I suppose that would be all right.
Said Wally.
I guess the way for Zelda to be able to enjoy herself is to make the rules a little easier. It was hard because there was a babysitter and she made the rules too strict.
That makes no sense.
I am
That's what we
I'm
need to help Zelda have the best That's what we need to help Zelda have the best slumber party ever, said Sonic. This is you kids.
Go home. Sonic and tomorrow will come up with a plan to help my daughter have a good time at a slumber party.
Sonic smiled as he went home for the night.
I am what? What is this? How does this have 5 comments?
Okay, this looks like a longer chapter.
It's just, yeah, I know, but
Okay, chapter
uh,
3, Making a Plan.
I'll take this one. The next morning, Sonic ran back to Hyrule Castle to talk to the king. When he arrived, King Wally, which I will never get over, opened the door right away. Oh, Sonic, come on in. I'm just picturing this little robot with a big ass crown. He's just wheeling around. Sonic went inside. Are you ready to help Zelda have some fun?
Chris Hansen.
Asked Wally,
Always!
said Sonic.
So what's the way past cool plan?
I thought you had a plan, said Wally,
Oh yeah.
said Sonic.
Sorry, I'm being written by a retard. So I was thinking that if the rules are not so strict, then Zelda will be less likely to be scared of them.
Shut up, this is probably a child.
I don't care.
You heard it here first. First, folks.
Don't
Chad thinks all
do
kids
that.
are retarded.
Don't do that.
I'll say what I'm gonna say. Where were Okay, that's a good start,
No, it
said
isn't.
Wally. And we've got to make. Oh, wait, no, that's you. Chad.
Um, I don't know if I want to read this line.
It's not that bad.
It is.
It's gonna be made worse with the joke I have for it.
And we've got to make sure there's no babysitter.
Or any adult supervision. Leave me alone with your child, King Wally.
Is this Jonathan Yanov? Huh? I imagine
Kill you.
the sitter that was there wasn't too nice.
Oh, I wasn't there, so I don't know what she was like. This is riveting dialogue, by the way, said Wally. Well, why don't you ask Zelda yourself?
Dumb idea.
Said Sonic as he raced up towards Zelda's bedroom and knocked on the door. Zelda answered it.
Good morning, Sonic.
She smiled,
Good morning, Princess.
said Sonic with a bow.
Wally and I are coming up with a way to help you relax and have a good time at a sleepover. Oh, I would love that.
Said Zelda.
That way, I could sleep over with you anytime I wanted.
911, yes, hello.
What?
A sentient blue hedgehog wants to sleep with my daughter.
And you could sleep over here with me whenever you wanted. But first,
Said Sonic.
the lube. I need to know what the babysitter was like. The one that was at the slumber party you went to. Well,
Said Zelda.
she seemed nice at first, but the problem was that my friends and I got too rowdy, and she yelled at us to be quiet.
She sighed.
And that's when Impa took me home and grounded me for a week. I imagine my
Sounds
friends got in trouble too.
like Impa's the big option. It
Yeah,
just sounds like they were being kids, being a little bit too loud. They were told not to be too loud, and that's when Impa like burst through the door like, did I hear rules were being broken?
that's when we all agreed that slumber party rules were just too hard. If you could help me overcome my fear of slumber party rules, that would be great. That's why I'm here.
Said Sonic.
Thank you.
Said Zelda.
I will take you to see the clones now. To be honest, I didn't really like the sitter very much. You went over this already. She did make the rules too hard for me, but I'm glad you're helping me. I thought
Wally
babies.
and Wally and Even Love, do you have like some feelings about a certain babysitter you once had?
Yeah, the yeah, upset about the babysitter this person had when they were still 14. I thought
Babysitter they still had last week.
I thought babysitters were supposed to be too strict
Said Sonic.
to keep you safe. Not that strict.
Replied Zelda.
A babysitter should also be kind and supportive. I will do my very best to be on my best behavior. What the fuck does that mean? Not be not be afraid of the rules. That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid. Thank you for that, Bagel. I don't think you need to worry too much about that.
Said Sonic.
Okay,
Said Zelda.
let's have a slumber party.
I can't believe this is what we're fucking reading tonight.
Right now?
Asked Sonic, taken aback by Zelda's short notice invitation.
He wanted to have one at the last minute the day before.
Yeah, like, wasn't that the whole point?
Yeah. Why not?
Said Zelda.
Now that you know where to find me, you can visit me any time. It's the least I can do for you to thank you for saving the kingdom. Ah, shucks.
said Sonic.
Okay then, you go talk to Wally about a slumber party tonight. I'll go talk to Impa.
In the throne room, Zelda was talking to Wally. I cannot believe I'm reading these sentences.
Can I have Sonic over for a slumber party? He's such a hunk.
She asked. Yes, replied Wally. Sonic and I were just talking about how to help you have a good time. It seems like you're keen to give it a try,
I am. And this time, I
said.
promise to follow the rules. Sorry, I'm just trying to make this a little less clunky, I guess.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We're going to keep the rules simple and fair for you, said Wally. So you can have fun. Even though that made it sound like Zelda was speaking. Zelda smiled.
Hey.
Raptor.
My turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Impa.
Babysitters did make the rules fair.
No,
Wait. Now.
one up. One line up,
I'm I don't think that's a good idea.
said Impa,
That's why you need to keep the rules fair.
said Sonic.
So Zelda can have fun.
The babysitter did make the rules fair.
Argued Impa.
Oh, you can find something to say other than said.
But Zelda refused to follow them. So I'm not gonna let her have any more slumber parties.
Yeah, it sounds like Impa's the cunt in this situation, not a babysitter.
No, you listen to me. The babysitter was too strict. Even when Zelda didn't do anything wrong, she got mad. Zelda needs you to make the rules fair so she can have fun.
I can make the rules fair.
Said Impa. Chad.
And you also need to be patient. The babysitter wasn't nice at all.
Said Sonic.
She wasn't?
Asked Impa in surprise.
I
Surprise!
didn't
After
know that.
yeah, after he said it for the third time. Can you be patient and make the rules fair? I'm asking for the third time.
Asked Sonic.
I know you're always thinking about Zelda's safety, but you also need to trust her and let her have fun.
I think that this just reeks of what the mysterious Mr. Enter wishes most cartoons were like. Just fucking hammers you with like the plot, with the message of the story. Rules need to be fair, kids. Raptor.
Wait. Read it faster.
Mm-hmm. No, you didn't read it. All right, Raptor said it. Said Impa.
You
Okay.
can't
Chad.
Zelda defend herself.
Said Sonic.
If she can do that, she can follow the rules too.
Zelda's a grown-ass woman.
I guess you are right.
Said Impa.
Okay. She can have a slumber party.
Sonic sighed in relief.
Well,
But if she breaks any slumber party rules, I'm going to ground her. For life.
Said Impa angrily. You're not her parent, though. But when she saw, yeah, King Wally is her father, I guess. But when she saw Sonic giving her an annoyed look, she sighed.
Okay,
Raptor,
Sonic, I'll be patient with her.
she said.
Guess that really is what. That's Sonic or Impa?
I don't know.
I guess that really is what stops Zelda from having fun.
Sonic smiled.
Hey,
Oh, look, we get flashbacks in this.
what the
Isn't
fuck?
Damn,
isn't that fun?
Chapter 4.
flashbacks seem a bit avant-garde for the story, don't you think?
Chapter 4. A smooth sleepover.
I hate you for reading it like that.
You can take this one, Raptor.
Okay. Next night, Sonic came over to Zelda's house for a sleepover. They had lots of fun. He looked through Zelda's scrapbook and saw some of Zelda's favorite memories.
I've had lots of fun times with Wally when I was young.
Whispered Zelda.
I remember when Wally got hurt twice in a row during the winter. Oh wait, that was
Said
Sonic? What the fuck this?
Sonic.
And when you and I helped Wally get his groove back. Go fuck yourself. Get his
What are
groove
we?
back!
What the fuck does he mean by groove?
Well, you see, an old man bumped into him, and that threw off his groove. So then he threw him out a window.
But the best memory
Said Sonic.
is when we first met.
Zelda smiled, recalling that time when Sonic came to her at the courtyard. He gave her a green stone.
How much do you want to bet this is lifted from the first story?
Who are you? How did you get past the guards?
Oh, by the way, it says flashback, even though Raptor won't
Raptors.
read it.
He said it.
I read it.
I didn't hear it.
Asked the princess. She saw Navi on Sonic's shoulder.
Oh, what's that? Is that a fairy? Then you are. Are you from the mental hospital?
Sonic smiled and waved.
Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you?
Sonic looked in the princess's hopeful eyes.
Do you have it?
She asked.
You mean this stone?
Asked Sonic, handing her the green stone. Princess held it in her hands and giggled. In the flashback. Then, Impa came in and saw that Sonic and Zelda were playing perfectly quietly. Oh, I thought you were running around the castle, she said with a nervous chuckle.
No, we were just. No, we were just looking at Zelda's favorite memories.
Said Sonic. Oh, said Impa. You know, Sonic. Oh yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
You know, Sonic. I've been thinking about what you said, and you're right. Rules should be easy and fair, so Zelda can have a good time. There's a lot of rooms in the castle hallways if you wanted to go running around. Saying. She left the room.
The rules should be easy and fair, and every video game should have an easy mode added in.
You cut off me there. What was it?
I said, and every video game should have an easy mode added.
Oh my god, this guy's a game journalist. It all makes sense now.
Hey Sonic, let's have fun with my favorite winter memory with Wally.
Zelda exclaimed quietly.
As long as you're not gonna expect me to get a bruised bottom?
What?
Pathetic. Say ass like every
What?
other kid.
So Zelda pegs Sonic? Yeah, I'm gonna leave you with that image. I'll sit in this awkward silence. I don't care.
Sonic
Unless you
teasingly
actually can't hear me.
would have playfully elbowed him. They zoomed through the hallway. They even sang a song in the castle ballroom
Okay,
at
okay.
night.
Sorry, this thing has done. This story has done horrible things to me. I thought it said the castle bathroom.
I almost did
Well,
too, to be honest.
that's not the story's fault. You just can't read.
No, no, it's the story's fault. After saying not get a bruised bottom.
At night, at bedtime,
Ba-
Sonic, having taken his shoes off, Schneider was on a mattress on the floor. Zelda, wearing a purple nightdress with a yellow triangle on the front, was in her bed.
I would
Thank,
also like to point out this is the second time in a week that Bagel has told me I could have just not said something.
thank you, Sonic.
It's Zelda.
You're welcome.
Sonic with a tired sigh.
Do you have enough? Do you have enough strength to tell me a bedside story? Or was that last round
What?
too much?
How old are you?
Asked Zelda.
Only if you play your favorite song to put us to sleep afterwards. Okay, so now she's gonna roofie him too.
That's Sonic.
It's a deal.
Zelda
Please, we're almost done.
chuckled quietly. Sonic cleared his throat. Sonic's narration.
Once upon a time, a little robot named Wally fuck off, trundled through the woods when he heard a spooky wail. And felt
It's not spelled that kind of
I don't
whale.
care.
Come on.
I need something I can enjoy here.
We're reading Zelda fan fictions. You will not find joy here.
And felt a cold wind rush past him. When he looked behind him, he saw the ghost of the forest, whatever the fuck that is. It was white and floated above the ground just like Eve, but its eyes were yellow like Ammo's.
Moe's.
The
That's the little
fuck
cleaning
is...
robot from the movie.
I thought Wally was the cleaning robot.
No, the one on the big old space station. He goes around following after Wally because Wally's a dirty little robot.
I mean, that would fit in with
I'm
everything else
aware
in
of
this
what I
story.
said.
Wally trembled and boxed up. The ghost agreed not to hurt him, but warned him that it would return someday. So when you see the moon shine through a cloudy sky on a camping trip, you'll know that those are the signs of
Sonic's narration.
What? The signs of what?
the ghost of the forest.
I must know.
Exclaimed Sonic. Zelda screamed because she's a pussy. That story sucked ass. She laughed.
Oh, Sonic.
She scoffed.
There's no such things as ghosts. You literally fight ghosts. Wally made that up to scare us, remember?
Sonic nodded.
But what about the ghosts I saw when I was in the forest temple?
Yeah, asked.
Those are phantoms.
It's like a fucking Bagara argument right there.
Said Zelda.
You're wrong, but whatever.
Pick up the pace. We're almost done.
Okay, Sonic.
Look, said
Time to
Zelda.
time to play my favorite song to help us sleep.
She yawned and pulled out her ocarina. The princess played Zelda's lullaby on her ocarina until Sonic fell to sleep.
Good night, Sonic.
She whispered as she fell asleep. And
Well,
What the fuck was that?
I mean, we got 3 more stories, but this is already a strong contender for me.
they've been inflicted with psychic damage.
Anthony's like, what is happening? That's it, Anthony. Like, that was this whole story.
Alright, now, Anthony, I know you're dumbfounded by this, as we all are, but we're going to find out now if you have any room to judge. We're going to read your story next, the one that you
Oh, good.
suggested. Hold on, what the fuck does this say? I can't tell. The Fallback Plan, a Legend of Zelda story.
Hello, Caleb. I don't know if I've seen you here before. But yes, we couldn't follow that either. Oh, god damn it. Why is it Wattpad? Oh, yeah, because it's fucking Anthony.
Oh my god. I can't. Oh.
Like, that's supposed to be Ganon on the cover.
Yes.
Oh, god. It's an IRL Zelda fanfic. Fresh out of college with her degree in computer Zelda science. Zelda Hyrule, fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
Her degree in computer science. 'Cause yeah, girl boss.
What are we weirding up to?
Um.
Because we sure as shit ain't reading 40 chapters.
Let me see. We're not reading the author's messages. We'll read 2 chapters.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Well,
this
take it away, Captain.
Okay, so we start with a fan art of, I guess, Ganon looking kind of like a rapey anime boy toward Zelda.
Who still has elfy ears.
Well, yeah, she's a Hylian.
She's a college student.
She went to Hyrule Tech.
Go fuck off.
As
I,
Zelda's
I fucking hate these kind of stories.
as Zelda stood waiting outside of Akalos Analytics CEO's private office, dread began to slowly overtake her. Heart
I know the feeling.
pounding, she glanced at the flash drive clutched in her hand. How had it come to this? Her career,
Sure.
her reputation, her dreams, hanging in the balance over a stupid flash drive. It's gonna be porn, isn't it?
Remember, guys, this is Legend of Zelda. Fantasy. Adventure. This is the one thing I absolutely cannot lose.
What's that voice? I'm not asking that in a mocking way. Like, that sounds familiar.
I was just like thinking of like what's like a girly-ish weird voice that I can do.
Okay, that's gonna
I
bother me
wasn't trying,
though, because
I wasn't trying to
oh,
do one specific thing.
I know. So, yeah, sorry. I know what you're saying, but it reminds me of something that's gonna bug me now.
You'll be like this later in the night. You're gonna wake up in a cold sweat. You're gonna start calling me. You'll be like, Chad, what the fuck?
Yeah, no,
I got it.
I can't just text you. Like, I have to like voice call you, Chad. Totally spies. Just hang up. She whispered to herself as she shoved it deep inside the inner pocket of her blue blazer. She definitely couldn't lose it. And definitely couldn't let Ganon know it even existed. It's porn! Or she could kiss Well, everything goodbye.
Also, Caleb said this is the second stream of yours I've joined. Welcome. I'm sorry if it's been a while since we've streamed. Well, since
Oh,
I've
wait,
streamed.
I
You stream.
apologize. Anthony asked us to read the author's note. He said it's the main reason why he chose the story.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay.
This is gonna make me upset, isn't it?
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to take a moment to tell you thank you for reading my story.
You're
I've
not
just
welcome.
I've been just thrilled with the response to this little idea I had way back when, but never had a chance to write it out.
You should
I've
never
gotten
have.
a few questions regarding updates and possible posting schedule, so I wanted to give you a heads up about how this will work. Sorry, Kenzie, make your comments while I have some water.
Oh no. I'll have some comments afterwards.
Actually, I like Cam's idea here better. Chad, it's 3 in the morning. Golden Girls!
Yes, Chad, it's a brilliant show. Now go to bed.
I'm a full-time middle school principal. No, you fucking are not.
Bullshit.
So life can get very busy at times. I promise to upload at least one chapter per week, but depending on the week, I may not be able to upload more than that. I was on vacation when I began the story, so I was churning out chapters left and right. I've slowed down a bit. I don't have any plans to stop this story in the near future because
God damn it.
I'm a miserable old spinster, so keep staying tuned for more. If you follow the story and would like to see some artwork, follow my art account on Instagram, Flute Femart.
Don't go to her Instagram and leave mean comments.
Thanks again,
Don't.
and happy reading. So good.
No, there will be no happy readings. You will die alone and be eaten by your cats.
Jamie says principal at a special needs school, perhaps. But no, I'm with Cam on a serious note. You're not the principal of a middle school. You are in middle school.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Anthony saw that this was allegedly in big old bold letters that this was apparently written by a middle school principal, and he just had to make me sad.
Okay, who wants to be the secretary and chirp this sentence? Nice.
There you-
Mine was gonna be Tommy was so chip 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 chip.
Nope, whistling.
Okay, but do you want to read the line though?
Sure. Also, speaking of chirping, even though they don't chirp, I have my hummingbird earrings, and I am wearing them. And I love them. He's ready to see you now. Or, no, I'm just going to give a normal voice. He's ready to see you now, Zelda.
Chirp the secretary as she slowly opened the massive oak door to Bella Gannon's office.
I think it would be because it's the one L. It's pronounced Bela, like Bela Lugosi.
I was about to say, fuck off. Do not give him the name of a legendary actor. Go fuck yourself.
I think that's where they were going with this.
Zelda buttoned her blazer, briefly holding her hand over the place where her inner pocket was located. I mean, I guess you're just too embarrassed to say breast pocket.
Lol, breast.
Yeah. Inside it was information that could essentially bring to ruin the most powerful and influential man in all of Hyrule. What?
Nuclear launch codes!
The most powerful man is the dean at the college?
Wait. And isn't her last name also Hyrule?
Yeah, don't you think it would be her father?
Flute Femme, you are baffling me.
Or is it implying that this is like blackmail against her father?
I don't fucking know.
King, King Hyrule caught out with cheap hookers doing blow.
Jamie, go to fun jail. I see what you did there.
Yeah, we're not going to mention that creature on this channel.
I'll admit, that's kind of good though.
When you're finished reading this, go to chapter 6. It's the third and final reason. Oh, God.
For fuck's sake.
For the very first time since she began working for Akala
Hang on.
Analytics. I don't even know what to say about this.
Sorry.
This is horrendous.
My mom brought bubble tea.
I
What I miss?
just
Chad is
me,
angry.
like not knowing what to say. Zelda stepped inside Ganon's massive office, cold office.
I'm happier now. I have bubble tea. Oh, it's me.
Yes.
Sorry, I just need to put my tea down. Someone could easily live here. This is a small apartment.
And real quick, you're right, Bagel. Thank you. I should do that. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me?
I know what's bothering you, Chad.
No. I'm hearing the words of Carl Winslow. I'm calm.
You know what's bothering you, Chad? The consequences of your own actions.
I blame Toby for this. She thought as she... I blame Toby for this, she thought as she looked around the room. Huge glass-paned walls offered a spectacular view of downtown Nakala, the second largest city in Hyrule. Skyscrapers cut through the skyline all around, as the entire
As they
office
tend
was
to
encased in
do.
glass, offering a panoramic view of the city. Glass stairs, in the back corridor of the office led up to a second unseen level where there were sleek gray and white couches and lounge chairs scattered about the room. Right in the center was the largest desk she had ever seen, a deep mahogany. It was pristinely laid out with organized, cabinets, an ornate modern chandelier above the workspace area, and a very large and plush office chair. Excuse me, are you just going to gape, or are you going to enter? A booming voice startled Zelda back to reality.
Mike just messaged me back. He makes no apologies.
Oh, I know. He told me
I'm gonna
that.
tell him to kindly go fuck himself.
He told me that from the very beginning. Standing by one of the far windows with a glass in his hand stood a formidable-looking man with fiery red hair coiffed into, or is that coiffed?
Quaffed, yeah.
Yeah. Fiery red hair coiffed into a flawless pompadour and a well-groomed thin beard. So you made him look like the biggest douchebag imaginable.
Yeah,
Obvious.
also, I don't care how you describe him, you're not gonna make Ganon sexy.
Oh my god. Yeah, the only way to make Ganon sexy is to fundamentally change his design.
Yeah, like, Chad, you wanna go throw up some pictures of Ganon on screen?
I would if I wasn't lazy.
Fair enough.
His startlingly green eyes flashed as he took a step toward his desk. Was he firing lasers out of them? His,
Also, I will not get over Ganon having a fucking pompadour.
I'm just picturing him dressed like a fucking greaser now.
When you're a jet all the way.
I was gonna say,
And
just
I'm
like jumps on his desk. Go grease lightning, you're burning up the quarter mile.
Grease lightning, go grease lightning. Had to. It's an impulse. Sorry.
His 6'6" frame. You don't have to say inch after that. You can just say 6'6".
Anyone else hearing that song from 50 Shades? I don't wanna live.
I've never watched that because I'm a man.
Neither have I, but I remember it from all the trailers.
His 6'6" frame towered above the large piece of furniture.
My apologies, Mr. Gannon.
Replied Zelda in a forced tone.
I was just admiring your beautiful bulge. I mean, office.
I want to imagine that he completely misunderstood. He's like, yes, I spend hours on my hair. Call me,
Yes, the bulge on your head. That's exactly what I meant.
call me Bella. His serious tone suddenly changed, and his irritated countenance was replaced with a slight smile as he took a seat in his executive office chair. Again, executive, I don't think you understand what the dean of a university does.
Well, no, because this isn't a university. I think she's a college student, but this is an analytics building, apparently, or some shit. Whatever a Kala Analytics is.
Uh,
Apparently, I think she's a graduate.
oh god. Call me Dadendorf. God damn it, Jamie. Uh, setting down his glass on an intricately carved wooden coaster,
We get it. He has money.
he motioned to the seat across from the huge desk. Please, full stop, have a seat. Nervous but
I'm Chris
poised.
Hansen with Dateline NBC.
Nervous but poised, because of course she is, Zelda took her seat across from Bela Ganon. Just fucking say Ganon. His gaze lingered briefly on her golden hair, draped in loose curls around her shoulders,
Oh my god, I'm fucking cringing hard.
then met her eyes directly. It has been brought to my attention that, through no fault of your own, you have witnessed some concerning behavior at my company. Is this true?
Here it comes.
Zelda thought as she swallowed.
Giggity. Whatever you do, don't flinch. Too easy.
Don't flinch, show 'em you know what you're doing.
Don't flinch, just swallow. Yes, sir. Seems to be so.
And this incident you are about to describe to me, you are the only one besides the offending parties that has been privy to this information? Ganon's voice lowered to a hypnotic cadence.
Oh my god, shut up. Sorry, tickle in my throat. What?
Were you trying to imitate what you were saying too much?
Maybe. Well, um, I'm not sure about that.
Zelda's voice began to waver. I think 3 ellipses in that sentence is more than wavering.
No, this is not how it's supposed to go. This is not giving me a good feeling. Chad,
Um. Okay,
just read it.
is she saying that she's nervous or that it's giving her a good feeling when she doesn't want it to?
I don't know.
She swallowed again and took a deep breath.
The incident I witnessed could very likely have been brought to the attention of others, sir, but I am unaware of others who have knowledge of the particulars.
Zelda held Ganon's gaze despite the panic rising in her chest.
And her tits.
I see. Full stop. Well, full stop. In that
Jimmy!
case... May look into get easier after the first few inches, he said as he ran the comb through his hair.
That I appreciate the effort, Chad, but it didn't make it better. It's already in my head.
He shifted slightly in his chair, and his gaze rested briefly on Zelda's tits. I mean, hair again, before returning to her bright green eyes. Shut
I thought
up.
Zelda had blue eyes.
I think it changes from game to game, to be fair. Like sometimes
Whatever, I
blue,
don't
sometimes green.
care. I
I
don't
have
care.
I have a proposition from you. He stood up and motioned her toward the far side of the room by one of the large windows. Zelda followed behind cautiously.
What is this? Where is this going?
Zelda thought as she began to feel increasingly uneasy. Once at the window, Ganon took a step closer so that his arms were just inches from her shoulder. What?
I don't know.
You have been here for about 6 months, is that about right? His tone was smooth, and he turned his frame slightly to look at Zelda directly. As she slowly looked up to meet his steady gaze, Ganon's expression changed to something she couldn't quite read.
Yes, that's right.
She shifted her weight uneasily. He was close. Too close. But she didn't dare flinch. Not this time.
You know, I just love it when fantasy characters are made into corporate workers with fucking sexual tension. How about you?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, you have been one of my most accomplished developers, Zelda. In the short time you have been here, I have
You've
watched
gone from a
you.
B to a D.
Wait, should that be the other way around with grades? Yeah, sure, whatever. Uh, I have watched you on the security camera. One hand holding a drink, the other hand you don't want to know. I have watched you and have seen you consistently outperform my senior development staff. Even Girahim. Why did you have to bring a Skyward Sword character into this? Can't hold a candle to your abilities. He shifted closer. His hand lightly brushed against her arm, sending a shiver of electricity through her. It made the hair on her neck prickle with fear. But she
Make it
stood
stop.
she stood rooted to the spot, unwavering. Who is saying this? Okay, this is still him. This company, this team means the world to me. Akala, Hyrule even, needs this company. I need this company. Anything or anyone that would jeopardize the reputation and well-being of what we have built cannot remain. I don't... He hesitated, looking intently into Zelda's eyes. No, I want you to be a part of its success. As he spoke, he gently took a section of her hair and twirled it around his fingers. Bad touch! Bad touch!
Into
Did you
danger.
just say Allah needs this company? Yes. Because Ganon is fucking Muslim, of course. Uh, with his other hand, he traced Zelda's face and lifted her chin to make his point.
Yeah, whatever incident she's disclosing to him, this is sexual harassment.
Yeah. I want you to be a part of my success. I want you to forget what you saw and partner with me to achieve your dreams. Zelda, I want you. As he leaned in, Zelda gasped and jumped back, no longer able to remain calm. Adrenaline surging, she felt her fight or flight response begin to kick in. Did she see a picture of Bob Chipman?
You really got a kick out of that, didn't you?
Yes.
Like, it was true. Like, oh my god, if I saw that in real life. Mr. Ganon,
Bela, please. He stepped forward to close the distance between them, but Zelda stepped back again.
Oh, I cannot. I will not.
She cried,
Yeah, she's
frantically
now a she's now a 1950s actress.
frantically looking around. She added.
This isn't how it was supposed to work.
She took another step back, her voice choking.
This isn't how any of this was supposed to work. I wanted this job so badly.
Hey, I want a job too right now. The tears began to fall, and Ganon's face turned from soft pleading to a cold, menacing stare. I'm really sad to hear you say that, Zelda. If your interests no longer align with this company, I'm afraid I'll have to let you go. The tone of his voice was quiet and threatening. As he began to slowly walk toward his desk, Zelda's adrenaline response fully kicked in, and she chose flight. I just imagine her just fucking Ash Ketchum randomly appears and she flies him away like a Pokemon in the games.
Now she just starts flapping her arms and takes off like 2 inches above the ground.
She's a chicken.
Buck, buck. As she jumps out the window and starts flying by flapping her arms, Billy just randomly shows up. Zelda, I didn't know you could fly. Fly? Looks down and just starts plummeting. She could barely think as she crashed through Ganon's office door and fled down the hall, almost tripping over her own feet as she ran like her life, quite literally, depended on it.
When she says crash through the door, it's like fucking Looney Tunes leaves an imprint. She literally runs through the door, leaving an imprint hole in the fucking door. Alright, let's go to chapter 6. This is one gonna make me want to beat up Anthony, isn't it?
I already want to.
I mean, yeah. I mean, let me be clear. There's not a moment in my day that I don't want to beat up Anthony.
What the fuck is this drawing?
Morgan Freeman?
Yeah. Fuck? Yeah, that sure does look like Morgan Freeman.
Okay, so yeah, we're jumping ahead 5 chapters now.
That was that cover art there, drawn by the writer herself.
Anthony, is that the only reason you wanted us to go to chapter 6, or do you actually want us to read from this chapter? Oh, that's what you wanted us to see. Okay. So he just wanted
Well,
us
I
to
think
see
we've
that.
had enough.
Yeah. Okay, so that was story number 2, and I can't believe I'm saying this. Move over story number 1.
I gotta say, at least they're not creepypasta grammatical errors.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, that's the only compliment I'm going to afford it. So what's next, boss?
Where the hell is your story? I'm scrolling through our DMs.
I can send it to you. I have it up.
Yeah, just put it in the group chat. Yeah, Raptor, I'm sorry, I kind of took over reading there. What do you have to say about that one?
I think Raptor died.
I'm pretty sure the only I can articulate my feelings towards the story is to just make a guttural noise.
Fair.
Perfectly fair.
Alright. Can I take the reins on my submission?
You mean like Ganon wanted to take the reins with Zelda?
Precisely.
Go for it.
Do you guys have it open?
Yeah, what the fuck is this chapter name?
Epic
So,
puppy. Oh, I get it because the story is called Wolf Epic. So fucking
submitted
funny.
for the approval of the Midnight Society, this is Wolf Epic.
Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I know this is a running joke with us. We could be watching Are You Afraid of the Dark right now.
I know, right? We should do that as a watch party at some point.
We will in October.
Yay. Anthony, what? Yep, Wolf Epic. I hope you guys really love LOL random Tumblr humor.
I love it so
Chapter
much.
1.
It makes. Sorry.
Gather round, kids. Chapter 1. Epic Puppy. Dramatic music plays as a map of Hyrule appears. The view scrolls in for a closer look at the castle. Inside the castle, the door to the throne room opens dramatically. My face appears at the door. I bark to make my presence known.
What is this, a fucking screenplay?
Sure.
I'll be right back because my food is being delivered 20 minutes earlier than it's supposed to be.
Nice try, Chad. Get back here. You can't get out of this. Chad. Chad! Here, we'll wait. So, Chad, how's your evening going? Raptor, how is your evening going?
It's alright. I'm just out with a friend.
Raptor,
Like I have the house to myself for a while.
neat. Let's see, what else? Okay. Yeah, they've all gone away. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. This is a cringy one.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Like,
We waited for you.
oh,
Fidindin.
I'm not gonna say thank you for that, but
What'd you order?
a sub and some mac and cheese.
Nice.
Tasty.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
the jerk turkey sub. I was gonna get the polite turkey sub, but they were all out. But
Boo. Now back to some real humor. The voice of a young girl, much like an angel, says, "Come in." As I walk into the room, the dramatic music stops abruptly. Then by everyone, I mean just the princess and a few guards, notices I'm wearing a pink tutu. How humiliating. Does anyone else want to be Zelda, since I'll be taking the reins of the narration?
Raptor, you go ahead since you didn't get to read anything in the last one.
Okay. Link, is that you?
The girl asks, giggling. Chad, do you want to be Link?
No,
You're
my
gonna
name is
hate it.
Epic.
I bark,
Woof.
puffing up my chest to look more impressive.
Oh, funny. Ha ha ha. You're on my tutu.
The girl points out and giggles.
Well, Zelda, you should have known I was wearing your tutu, since you're the one who put it on me.
I say, try to still look epic even with a pink tutu on. Princess Zelda stands up from her throne, walks over to me, and helps me move the tutu.
Oh
Chad.
my. Thanks, Zelda. I need to look as epic as possible, and it was kind of hard while I was and it was kind of hard while I was wearing your tutu.
I found out cross-dressing is my new kink. I say, shaking my fur.
I found this out when I joined a Reddit group.
Your Majesty, you are needed in the courtyard immediately, one of the guards says, coming into the room pretty much as abruptly as the dramatic music stopped earlier. This is all real, by the way. And
I
Chris
bring Link.
Chris Duffy asks when was this made? 2013. That is still far too late to be unironically using the word epic.
Anthony just in all caps, not funny, didn't laugh.
We got the whole squad left.
Princess Zelda asks, pointing to me. I grin and wait patiently for the guard to respond. You could bring epic. You okay? The guard says. I whisper to Zelda.
I paid him to call me epic.
With what money?
Princess Zelda asks me, raising an eyebrow.
You do not want to know.
I reply. Princess Zelda puts me on a leash and drags me to the courtyard. Ouch, that hurt! Dramatic music plays as Zelda enters the courtyard, but when I am dragged in, the music stops again. Darn you, music!
What is it you need from me?
Princess Zelda asks the people that are standing in the courtyard. Someone want to take one person?
Um, we need to complain about something.
One person shouts.
What is wrong?
Princess Zelda asks, looking very concerned.
Someone's dog keeps getting out and stealing our turkey.
The person yells. I hide behind Zelda. Oh boy, I am in trouble now. Obviously, it was I who stole the turkey. Every single time. I mean, there aren't really any other canines around as far as I know. Also, turkey is yummy.
Uh-huh.
Link, you're a thief.
Yeah, wrong use of that word. Princess Zelda cries out in response.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Zelda. I just wanted some turkey.
I say, trying to get away from the upset princess before I am caught under her royal tantrum. The guard whispers to Zelda, should we get your father out here to control this issue? Princess Zelda nods her head. I run and hide underneath the throne in the throne room with my tail tucked between my legs. After a couple of minutes, the throne I am hiding under lifts off of me and I am revealed.
Please don't hurt me.
I howl, shaking in fear.
Yeah, that's not
Also,
happening.
Jammy, will someone hose off Jammy? Who's so who wants to be the king?
Epic. We aren't going to hurt you. We are just punishing you so that you don't do it again. Go to the doggy timeout chair.
This is just a punishment This is just like a punishment kink, isn't it?
Seems like
Like
it.
it's a furry punishment kink. The king says, gently but firmly at the same time. Ooh, I say. I guess being a king, you can get used to doing two opposite things at the same time. Okay.
What?
I don't know. Oh, at least he remembered to call me epic. I head to the doggy timeout chair of shame. After my timeout in the doggy timeout chair of shame, I go to see Princess Zelda.
Hey,
Read
Zelda.
it.
I think I need some attention.
I bark loudly. Princess Zelda just looks at me and says,
Link, I can't believe you stole someone else's turkey.
Well, a dog has to eat what a dog has to eat. Can't change that.
I say, trying to smile at Princess Zelda.
Well, you could have gotten some dog kibble.
Princess Zelda says to me.
Um, hmm.
Read it.
Sorry, I was taking a bite there, but the story
Oh.
is kind of making me want to kill myself.
Yes.
I would much rather eat human food. It is so much more appealing.
I say. Princess Zelda giggles and says,
Ha 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 ha. I can't blame you for not wanting your kibble. I would much rather have real food too.
Yeah, especially a nice big juicy turkey.
I say, drooling. Princess Zelda just stares at me. Chad.
Yeah, sorry, I completely lost place there, trying to scroll down. What, you expect me to not ever eat turkey?
I ask while licking my lips. Don't make
Anyways,
that noise again. Stop it.
where did you get that money from earlier?
Princess Zelda asks.
Wait, what money?
I ask even though I know what she's talking about. Ooh, aren't I a
Oh,
rapscallion? Jamie says, okay, scratch my earlier comments. I think this is giving me cancer.
You know which money I'm talking about.
okay, don't be.
Princess Zelda says, sorry.
Okay, don't be so rough on me.
Shut up.
I am from the Philippines castle.
I say finally.
Link, bad boy. I will have to keep you inside more often if you are going to do things like this.
Princess Zelda scolds. Just call her Zelda.
I gotta say, Raptor, I was expecting something much worse when the line bad boy came up.
He knows by now we'll clip it.
Ah, Princess, what if I have to use the bathroom?
I whine at Princess Zelda.
Can't you use the toilet?
Princess Zelda asks. Her arms are crossed and she has a real serious look on her face. The doggy toilet trained a few months ago. Or the doggy was.
This
The
doggy.
I am like having a stroke. This doggy was toilet trained a few months ago.
Yes, but I need an excuse to go outside, right?
I ask, tilting my head.
Oh, fuck you.
Princess Zelda does a face palm. I sit there with my tongue hanging out of my mouth, just watching her. Oh no, it's you.
Mm. Zelda, are you alright?
I ask after a while.
Yes, Link. I am fine. You are ridiculous.
Princess Zelda says between giggles. I sit up straight away and then say,
Who is this Link you're speaking of? I never met him before. My name is Epic. I'm sorry, that joke just is already run into the ground.
yes, Cam, the story has melted my brain. Princess Zelda stops giggling to glare at me, so I just make a silly face at her and includes my eyes crossed and my tongue lolling out. Awkward silence falls in response.
Uh, so, anyway, Princess. Sorry, but
I
it just says that his tongue's hanging out, so.
well, I say after stopping my silly face, so
You need to behave, Link. One of these days you might be really needed, but no one will ask you because they can't trust you.
Princess Zelda says, "What do you mean if he's really needed? He's a fucking dog in this universe."
Ah, Princess, give me a chance. I am still young. If I was a human, I would only be 10 years old.
I complain.
Vince. Yes, this is revolting. Are you at work right now? If not, get the fuck in here.
No, Vince, save yourself. You don't want to.
You alright? You are just a pup? I need to teach you right.
I like Bagel's comment here. One of these days, like, pow! Right in the kisser.
Princess Zelda says, patting my head.
Um,
Read it.
I don't wanna.
Read it.
Wanna take me on a walk?
I ask, quickly changing the subject. Zelda does another facepalm, but grabs a leash and a collar anyway.
Oh
Read it.
boy! I finally get to pee!
I say happily. I receive another facepalm for that one. 30 minutes later. After a nice walk, I return to my bedroom to rest. Yes,
I can
Chad.
imagine you have to rest after peeing for 30 minutes straight.
I had a hard day with all those people trying to punish me. Maybe if I was good, more people would like me and I could get bacon and eggs for breakfast like the humans do. I laid down on the bed diagonally. Unfortunately, since I'm still a pup, I don't hog up enough room, so I curl up in the very center of the bed instead. Zelda comes into the room and sees me in the middle of her bed.
Hello, I'm sleeping in your bed.
I say, rolling around to spread hair all over the fancy blankets. Princess Zelda is still trying to keep a straight face, but she can't help laughing at me. After that, I successfully fall asleep in a princess bed. I just. What else do you say to this?
Um,
Anger.
Precisely.
Rage.
It is now the next day. I yawn and stretch before leaping out of Princess Zelda's bed.
Zelda, where are you?
I call out, going down the spiral staircase. No one is downstairs, but I can smell bacon.
Bacon!
Chad.
I don't wanna.
You'll do it and you'll like it.
I'll do it, but I'm not gonna like it. Where is that bacon?
I wonder out loud. I find it up on that counter, and of course, I take action. Can't get to let a good opportunity get away now, can I?
Mine?
I bark as I jump up to grab the plate. The plate flips over and the bacon lands right on my face. Victory! I gobble it up and wander outside.
Oh, look, Zelda, I'm exiting the castle without permission.
I call out, hoping to get her attention. It is raining outside when I step out. The dirt has turned to mud. Looks like a perfect day to me. I run straight for the mud and roll in it, getting my fur and paws extra slimy.
Slimy. Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna mull that over for a little bit. Then I lay down in the mud to wait for Princess Zelda to get back. Paws on her beautiful fancy princess dress.
You cut out for everything but fancy princess dress.
Oh, okay. Then I laid down in the mud to wait for Princess Zelda to get back. A few minutes later, Princess Zelda spots me outside and calls me in. I run and place my muddy, disgusting paws on her beautiful princess dress. Did you catch that?
No. I mean this time, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Think,
you get to say it again, Raptor.
bad boy. Bad boy.
Princess Zelda screams. Apparently, she doesn't like mud. Well, maybe she should have given me attention when I desired it.
Abuse of
I run
relationships
and
says what?
I run and start slipping around the castle with my wet paws spreading mud everywhere.
God, let Link take him outside.
I thought I
Princess
wasn't
Zelda
supposed to
screams.
be outside. Oh, sorry.
Listen, guys, if you listen closely, you can hear Raptor's will to live exiting his body.
It's already left. There's nothing but emptiness.
Oh god, it turned him into an emo kid.
So why do good girls love bad guys? So, okay, you read your line. Okay. I taunt Princess Zelda as I jump onto her royal couch. Then, before I know it, a guard comes running in and snatches me up. He throws me out the door and locks it tight. Chad.
Give me a second. What the fuck do you think this is? The Flintstones? You asshole. Gotta find you and cut your feet off.
Who are you talking to?
The author! Wait, did you just kick me out of the castle?
I asked, trying to get back inside.
I'm just a puppy. Come on.
I am now all alone outside in the rain, waiting for Princess Zelda to let me back in. Hours pass and no one opens the door, so I howl. As much as I want it to be outside, I also want quick access back into the castle, especially since that's my source of attention.
Ronry. I'm so Ronry. I guess they don't understand me as much as I thought they did. I am not Link, I am Epic. Oh my god.
Come on, Chad, really put some oomph in that line.
No.
I cry out, jumping onto a lower part of the roof. Okay. I skitter along the rooftop.
Wow, this roof is very tall.
I comment. Finally, I reach it, the second lowest part of the roof. Yes, very great progress. Then I climb higher and higher until I finally reach the roof of Princess Zelda's bedroom. From here, I can almost see all of Hyrule. I can identify a few places Princess Zelda told me about. Kakariko. Oh no. Hello, Vince. Hello. Okay. Kak- Kakariko Village, Death Mountain, Hyrule Field, and there are many other places I don't quite recognize. I lay down and rest on the top of the world. I wake up forgetting that I am on top of the castle, which was a huge mistake.
Wow.
I scream as I plummet down from the roof. I fall so quickly it feels as though my face is going to rip off.
What?
I then land inside a box. It's very dark. I pop my head out of the box. Then I notice that I am moving.
Where am I going?
I wonder. The castle is moving farther and farther away. I lay back down in the box and wait for it to stop moving. It moves in a rolling motion that makes me feel sick. Because of this, I vomit in the box. Hour and hours pass as the box is still rocking endlessly. My head hurts now, and I'm beginning to get dizzy. I wish and long for the box to stop moving. Finally, the box stops. It is filled with
Cutting out.
blindingly light. What?
You're roboting.
Um, better.
Yeah, seems to be.
Okay. I look up and blink, trying to figure out where I am. Oh, you bought me a puppy? A young girl asks, squealing for joy. Someone.
Yeah.
A man answers nervously. Still you.
Oh, shit. Uh, Hello, who are you people?
I ask them. They don't smell familiar at all. And it talks? The girl asks excitedly.
Hold on, I need to watch the chat because I think I know what Bagel's going to say about that. Just give it a minute here. Oh, I guess not. I thought he was gonna reference the fucking Rise of Palpatine again with they talk now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I bought you a talking puppy.
The guy says, trying to convince the girl.
Oh my god, why? My name is Epic.
I introduce myself to the strangers. Ha! They'll never know my real name is Link. This could be great. Nice to meet you, little puppy, the girl says, lifting me from the box.
Alright, let me tell you, I fell from a high place, landed in a box, got jostled around for hours, and now you're picking me up?
I ask, trying to figure out why she'd want to do that. I'm gonna take you to my house. It then walks away holding me. And that's the end of chapter 1.
So I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes listening to you fuckers. And I want goddamn answers. What the fuck am I listening to?
You
These
are
weird.
listening.
It's a rhtorical question. You be quiet. Listen to me. All right. I've been listening, and this sounds like some weird fucking BDSM softcore horse show where it's like, ooh, master, please don't punish me. That would be oh so bad. Why are you reading this? And why did you invite me into this to hear you reading this?
Well, you were
Shared
invited
suffering.
because Chad has no impulse control. And I made us read this because I really wanted to win the worst fic contest.
This how
It's like winning the contest to design a porta
And
potty.
I think
51,000
I won.
words?
Alright, I will say that while the whole like how dare you stupid music line was about as dumb and unfunny as like people in the Discord servers who tell the bots to shut up, but at least there was still no outright like sexual
Oh my fucking
threats.
god. Yeah, out of curiosity, I looked it up. The average word count for a novel is between 70,000 words and, let me see, 120,000 words. So this is just below the average length of a novel.
Yeah, there's 41 chapters to this.
How is there 40 more chapters of that?
Let me see something.
We can find out.
I'm going to the very fucking end to see, like, I just want to know, like, is there a way to see where, like, the date it's been posted to?
Hey,
Does this have to
Chad,
be?
can we read a little bit of this every week?
No.
You can suck on a cyanide lollipop for that bullshit.
What do you think, chat?
No, we're not gonna do that.
Come on.
I don't want to read
Makes
more of this fucking it feels like, well, you know, pun intended, a fucking dog whistle. Whereas like some weird
It's a-
furry fetishes is like saying like, oh, this is a nice wholesome story about this boy really, really likes to be punished. Like, okay, whatever the fuck you say.
It's wolf epic.
I'm so grateful because I do value human life, but I understand I am a very impulsive person. And if you had said that in my face, in my presence, I would not be held accountable for what I would have done to you.
Understandable. Hey,
You
that's the name of the story. I didn't come up with it.
You didn't have to humor it, and you know you didn't have to, but you did it anyway to hurt me specifically.
There's a lot of things I don't have to do.
Does
I will
that
play the
count as a
race
hate
card.
crime?
I'm about to say, I literally just said I was about to play the race card. Single me out because I'm part Native American.
Of course. All right, so on to the final story in the contest, submitted by Jamie Dodgems, Life in Castletown. After the best summer of their lives, Link, Zelda, Midna, and Sheik head into Castletown to study at university.
Wait, Link, Zelda, and Sheik together?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But
Oh,
with
that's interesting.
new students interfering in their love lives, oh god. Will this year be as easy as they anticipated? Zelink and Shidna.
That sounds like a slur.
It does.
He's a fucking country, you shit, no?
Look, I have nothing against those Z-Links. I just don't want them marrying my daughters.
The Zelinks and the Shidnas can never mix.
Also,
It's
just to clarify, Chris, the Fox Girl story is on hiatus indefinitely. We don't even know if we'll get back to it.
the novelty wore off.
It got real tedious to get through. And ultimately we started getting really uncomfortable with the amount of, oh, we're hitting each other, but it's cute and playful, but not really.
I mean, it was interesting with him literally like dropping people on their necks at the beginning of the story and living in a shithole with no parents
Yeah.
and a neighbor that was casually like hunting for food. And then
Yeah, like at first it was funny.
Yeah, the neighbor literally hunting a neighborhood boy with a spear for food.
Yeah. But there's literally only so many jokes we can make before everything just starts to get repetitive.
I am going to say, though, that guy who got dropped on his neck, I had a whole character arc planned out for him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was going to come back as the supervillain Spine Cordian, because he has his spine replaced with an accordion, and he could rock it back and forth to build up momentum, and then fire off the upper half of his body at high speed as an attack.
Is it racist to joke that, you know, with the spear chucking lady, that the story obviously takes place in the poor district of Wakanda?
No, that's not.
You can make
that
that joke. We can't.
When did you motherfuckers not get the cards yet?
I did.
I didn't send one to you. Oh fuck, that's the wrong. Oh no, Jacob's in trouble. I need to go. He thinks he got the wrong card.
He just goes in the middle of London, just shouts it out.
Jacob, stop!
Just all like chest puffed out, confident, like I have immunity now.
It's like
okay, we're stalling.
It's like slowly.
That's not.
What did do, my? And I just like no.
That's not an N-word pass. That's a cornetto rapper.
We're stalling.
Oh, but Anthony likes my idea for spine cordian.
Because he's an objectively bad and immoral person. That's why he likes it.
Also, you bringing up Wakanda. Have you seen A Quiet Place?
No, it didn't look very interesting to me.
It was pretty good. But, like, yeah, they do a lot of sign language. And they do, like, the arms crossed to say I love you. And,
they communicate through gang signs, I hear you.
So, someone just, puts subtitles to the scene where he's saying I love you to his daughter for the last time. And it just shows her, like, crossing her arms and looking sad and says, yeah, Dad, Wakanda forever.
I'm sorry, now I'm just picturing the monster doesn't come anywhere near them because he thinks they're gang affiliated. The monster has to explain when Twitter comes around, like, look, is that a race thing? I just don't feel comfortable in this specific neighborhood.
All right. Okay, yeah.
I want to eat.
Yeah, let's get through this chapter. I had this whole plan about writing a couple of other stories before I moved onto the
Oh, can
sequel.
I read the? I read
Oh, there
the
it is.
note.
Yeah.
Time to bring out the Minnesota author's note voice again. I had this whole plan about writing a couple of stories before I moved on to the sequel holiday at Lake Leah. I don't care. So I started working on others, but I couldn't stop thinking of ideas for the sequel. I couldn't wait to write it, and then I realized that there was no reason why I shouldn't start writing this sequel now. There's a lot of reasons you
Yeah, I'm about
didn't
to
have
say,
to.
like, do you have the time? I'll sit down and like really sit you through this like a lawyer.
Yeah, we have all night, Tuts. I'll do the other stories later, but I was just too excited and didn't want to wait and not be enthusiastic about it anymore. And honestly, I was also really deeply moved by all the reviews on the last chapter. It was really amazing how many of you wanted a sequel, and you were all so kind to me and really supportive. We blame you. Thank you all so much. I hope you all like it. Also, reviewer for all the ideas for this story, and to the fiction skater for beta reading. Fuck you both.
Okay.
I wonder what this person's
Blue.
doing right now. This was like a decade and 2 years ago.
Okay, Blue French Horn 97. I say this in the most offensive way possible. Go outside.
Touch grass.
Never write anything again.
Well, that I don't think it can help that one. And again, it's been like 12 years. So I don't know what this person. Maybe this person is like some kind of high-powered CEO right now. We don't know. We will know if your channel suddenly goes down and like every reference to the story gets blotted out. That maybe
All right,
maybe
let's
something has to do with
start.
it.
Come on.
Sorry, what?
Who wants to? Chad, you were like, we couldn't hear you.
Oh
Chad.
no,
I
no,
didn't
no,
say
no.
anything because this is a woman talking.
Okay. Oh,
I'm not
look at
reading
my
anything.
little. Okay, shut up. Oh, look at my little girl, all grown up. Who's narrating?
Okay,
Oh, swallow, Chad.
that's enough. I'm narrating just out of righteous indignation. I was just gonna sit here as an observer, and I have to step in. Our mother says, cupping Midna's heart-shaped face in her hands.
I'm going to miss you so much, but I know this is for the best. You're going to be famous one day. I just know it. Yeah, Minna's mom is Irish for some reason.
Please.
Midna says, brushing her hands away.
I'm going to uni. I'll be back at Christmas and I promise I'll call you.
Link, Zelda. Oh,
and
sorry. I
Shrek.
forgot.
Link, Zelda, and Shrek clamber out of the bar, smiling at Midna.
I immediately like this story now.
Minna balls. I'll be Zelda too. What accent should I give Zelda?
Well, first, in that case, we need to figure out who's going to be Zelda 1.
What?
You said I'll be Zelda 2.
Shut up. Now
Now
what? Now what?
I'm
Accent should I
violently
give
angry.
Zelda? Chat. What?
Jamaican.
I heard Australian. Okay. Nah.
Oh, Zelda says, running over. The two girls join in a big hug, rocking from side to side.
I've missed you so much.
Oh yeah, because this is how women behave with each other. Yeah, I missed you too, you bonny lass.
Midna says, her eyes locked on Shrek. Eventually, the best friends break apart. Midna makes her way over to Shrek slowly, smiling shyly. Oh wait,
Who's gonna be chic?
Be chic.
Hi, Midna, I missed you. I don't know how the guy from fucking Smash Mouth saw. Hi, Midna, I missed you.
I missed you too.
He leans in. Oh. She smiles and he locks her in a tight hug. He leaned there. What do you mean he? Did you
Yeah.
not actually play the?
Oh,
Okay, whatever.
oh no, I learned a long time ago there is a group of people who headcanon that Sheik is a guy.
Oh, stupid people.
Yeah.
I went in looking. I thought there would be at least one fan fiction that actually ships Sheik and Zelda. To my utter astonishment, there was none.
Some weird like existential story that you can do with that, where it's like someone who falls in love with a split personality.
I know, right? But
It could
to
be
my
playful
utter
horror
shock,
or comedy, or both. Uh, he leans in, whispering in her ear, "Better not kiss you in front of your folks. We'll save that for later." And he gives her a cheeky smile.
hey now, you're an all-star.
And he needs to get work someplace. He like his existence is just as a meme now.
Are you
Oh,
done
she's
narrating?
sorry. I zoned out. She smiles back and they pull apart, making their way back over to Midna's parents. Shrek smiles at Midna's dad. Oh, you must be Mr. Sharp. My name is Shrek. I don't feel like doing this bit anymore. It already
Pleased,
got old.
pleased to meet you, Shrek.
He mutters. He takes Shriek's
Somebody
head,
once told me.
shaking it stiffly. Shrek swallows the wait. Shrek swallows as the bones crack in his knuckles. Now that's a handshake, Shrek says, laughing nervously. Let me get those cases for you, Midna.
Raptor, do you want to be Midna's brother?
Popular
Okay.
character.
Oh, help. Ugh.
Says her brother. Lucas, putting... mm, okay, no, keep going. Putting his Nintendo down on the wooden picnic bench. Grabbing Midna's second, smaller case. The two of them began loading into the trunk, and Lucas sighs, turning to look at Schick.
You seem like a cool guy, but seriously, if you hurt my little sister, she sheds even much as a tear. I find her broken-hearted because of you. I swear it then. I will kick your fucking ass. Shika, no Shika.
I thought you were going to go into a Liam Neeson bit. I have a particular set of skills. I will find you. And like, Shrek Amelia is like, what do you mean you're going to find me? I'm right here.
Now I'm just picturing Lucas as Liam Neeson.
Shrek stares at Lucas for a moment before giving an affirmative nod, giving affirmative consent. Message understood.
Good.
It's kind of hard to threaten people when you sound like that. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Cool, Bart.
Oh, God. Shrek finally closes the trunk, and Link's voice rings out from behind him.
You ready to go, Sheik?
Yeah, sure. Sure. Castletown, here we come, Shrek says, laughing. Midna's mother sniffs, stabbing her eyes with a handkerchief.
Promise me you'll call when you get there.
Yep.
You. Midna says. She kisses her mother and father and gives her brother a quick hug.
I'll see y'all at Christmas. Hoity
They
hoity.
all clamber into the car, and Midna leans forward.
Drive, Link, drive!
Link laughs and steps on the gas, sending the car plowing through their parents. Yeah, next time don't stand in front of the fucking car.
What?
Then we go to a next segment. I guess this is supposed to indicate a time skip of some kind.
Yeah. Alright.
Link says, climbing into the car, closing the door behind him.
We've got one decaf.
Go fuck yourself. I'm sick. Why do you people do this? You take a fanciful world and like water it down with like, oh, isn't it wacky that fucking Link is going to go get some goddamn coffee? Coffee doesn't exist in Hyrule.
Also, is this is the voice you're going for with Link Shed just gonna be Butch Borat?
No, I'm going for Watto because Anthony brought it up.
Watto.
Okay.
Oh.
We split the winnings in 50-50, I think, yeah?
I don't know why my mind went to like you're trying to do a stupid Final Fantasy character or something.
I like Butch Borat better.
Aye, that's
Boom!
right. Did you remember the Did you remember the potatoes?
Let's see. Midna says, raising her hand a little. She reaches out and takes the hot wax card cup from. They're waxed? I didn't know that. From Link's hands. I actually learned something today.
One raspberry tea.
He says, handing it to Zelda.
This must be your coffee, Shrek.
He throws the coffee in Shrek's face and takes a sip of his own tea. He then produces a white paperback. It doesn't say that, by the way. That was a joke for those of you who are reading along, which I expect all of you to be. Rolled up over at the top.
You know, we should post our the stories in Bean Haven for those who want to follow along at home.
I mean,
Well,
we're
I'd
on
be
the
worried
last
about
one.
spoilers, though.
I know, but when we want to be mean in the future.
Okay.
Well, to be fair, that wasn't really word. That's like, I'm gonna put flaming dog turd, but you have to come and drive and get it. It's like, well, I could just not do that. The prank only works if you leave it there, and I have no choice but to stomp it out.
They don't have to follow along, but just to have the choice there.
Zelda asks.
No, I didn't read yet.
Oh, I thought you did. Sorry.
What's that?
Zelda bellowed.
I got us some cookies.
He says, unraveling the bag and holding it out. Everyone dies for a cookie. Link frowns, tilting the bag to look inside.
I ordered 4.
He mumbles. Oh, sorry, Shrek says, his mouth full. He holds out a second cookie to Link, completely destroying this also riveting conflict as soon as it began. Making Midna giggle, Link takes it, rolling his eyes, and though he grins at the same time.
So how far exactly is the house from the university?
Midna asks.
It's a 10-minute walk from the campus.
Oh my god, they're going to college, huh?
Yep.
Going to college? Probably studying like social sciences, huh? All of you, collectively?
Hmm.
Link says, sipping his tea.
Why didn't we just stay in the dorms?
Zelda asks. Hello? Oh, sorry, mouth. Oh, here! Sheik says through a mouthful of cookie. That sounds weirdly dirty. I'm not at the university. They wouldn't let me in. Listen, I don't know about you, you fucking narcissist.
They're racist against Chicas.
Okay, I'm gonna call. Let's see.
And it's not fair to make him live alone. We came to Castletown together and we stayed together, huh?
Midna asks.
So how is he just gonna work minimum wage to pay rent? Who cares?
Link says, smiling at Zelda.
Get yourself a studio apartment, huh?
So...
Midna says, grinning excitedly.
What did your parents make of you two being together?
Midna asks.
Let's just say I didn't get a peace and quiet from...
That's my line.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Well, let's just say I didn't get any peace and quiet from Link's little sister.
Oh, are you fucking her? Zelda says, laughing. Or she watching?
Well, if it makes you feel better, my dad's not happy I'm...
Oh!
My dad's not happy I'm dating a Sheikah!
Oh no!
Look, I don't have any problem with them, but I don't want one dating my daughter.
This Sheik pulls up like, am I in the right neighborhood? Like, I don't know. Are you, boy?
No, they all just like appear in like puffs of smoke bombs. I don't know. Are you?
Midna says, "Is this little imp Midna or the Midna you see at the end of the game?"
I think end of the game. I hope it
I,
is.
I prefer to think it's the imp because the image of the fucking like leg height fucking thing trying to be like in a serious romance thing is endlessly amusing to me. Going to high school, wearing a jumper. Midna says, arms crossed. Well, really? Sheik says. That explains it. Racist ass motherfucker.
Yeah, he's always wanted to marry, as he puts it, a charming young a charming young twilly boy.
I read that as twink.
A charming young twig boy. So he wasn't happy.
I don't care what you say. Honey, you will go to Femboy Hooters and you will like it.
Jokes aside, this reminds me just so much of my dad's mom, who, like, when I was a fucking kid, she would just go on and on. You'll marry a nice, smart, rich, or Catholic white boy.
Cat. Ooh, interesting.
Made sure to add that white.
Bagel,
Oh, God.
go to Horny jail.
If I believed in hell, she'd be rotting in it.
I'm charming, Chick says, arms out.
You're a ray of sunshine.
Link says, laughing. Oh, I love this. I really do love these character dynamics. They're friends, you see. Are you kidding? I can turn the charm on when I want to. I just don't feel like it.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Will you
Zelda
let
says,
me
grin.
you tell the difference between Link and Zelda?
Well, to be fair, for like almost a decade, most people didn't.
And to be fair, they've made Link in the story about as feminine as Zelda.
Just shut up and let me read Zelda.
No. Voice the woman? What are you, sexist?
Oh my god, read this line, Vince.
So Link, Sheik said loudly, has she let you play her harp, if you know what I mean?
I'm out.
You know, balls deep in that harp, you know, stick your penis between the strings, you know what I'm saying? You fucking or not.
Oy vey!
Zelda screams, this is my business, by the way.
Shit, I did it again.
I love it's genuinely funny because he's obviously not doing it on purpose.
I'm not, I swear.
Okay,
Kenzie, you want to trade?
No.
Okay.
You very.
I'm sorry.
Just an unsubconscious compulsion to give women manly voices. That's why.
I've poisoned my own
I
brain.
think Chad just doesn't like my Australian accent.
Well, to be fair, I don't like your normal American accent, but I don't question it.
I mean, neither do I, so.
Zelda screams. Midna cack. Read it. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
My voice is horrible and I feel horrible.
You've not heard horrible. Midna cackles with laughter, and Link sucks his lips into his mouth, trying his best not to laugh. Shek says, I'm only asking.
Chad, this is me.
I want photos.
Well, don't.
Zelda says, huffily crossing her arms.
I knew you'd be as disgusting here as you were on holiday. They are European. They say uni and holiday.
My inherent prejudice towards the UK is beginning to surface. Oh, come on, Zelda, Shek says, grinning. Don't pretend you don't love it.
Can we just go?
She asks, ramming her cup into the plastic cup holder in the door.
Yeah.
Link says, changing gears so we could pull the car out of the service station. Like, Shrek mutters, staring out the window. I'm bored! And everyone, I guess, all at once. Come on!
Come
Yes.
on.
Come on! Come on!
I'm
I'm
walking
walking here.
here.
Gabagoo! Hey,
Moving.
hey, whoa, 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 hey, hey, what's going on over here?
Bada bing.
I cook at a pizza.
Look at a pizza,
Alright.
watch a Super Mario movie.
It's me, Mario.
Alright, we're
Baku.
halfway done, guys.
If I had to give one, like, I guess kudos to this so far, I mean, is remembering the rule of, new speaker, new paragraph. Most fucking fanfiction I ever read don't do that.
Yeah.
True. You guys can keep going. I just need to go to the bathroom real quick.
After a long night at a hotel outside of Castletown, in the early afternoon, Link pulls the car into the driveway of 64 Ludo Drive.
Oh,
Is
fuck you.
I get the 64, but does the lotto mean something?
I don't know about Ludo. I just fucking 64. Go fuck yourself.
It's
Wait,
funny.
what? That doesn't work because Midna didn't come from an N64 game. You fail! Just a few blocks away from the university campus,
This is it.
he mutters.
Home for the next year at least. Oh, you only expect to be there for a year, huh? Oh,
Wait, what are you go? Are you? I think they're just moving into town, or are they actually going to school
they're going to school.
for a year? I don't know. There's like breaks, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
Minna says, pushing open the door so she can clamber out and take a look at I.T.
Fucking hell.
I can't hate it too much. Like, this is the once genuine typo I've seen so far.
Yeah.
I'm grading on the heaviest curve possible. Like, you ever seen that fucking album art for where the sidewalk ends? That's the
Yeah.
curve
What
I'm
I meant.
grading off of.
You missed a horrible N64 reference.
Yeah, I see it. 64 Ludo Drive.
Zelda, hey, Zelda, wake up. We're here.
Link says, turning around to look at her, but she's still asleep in her chair. That's a weird.
Chair?
I'm about to say, like, they call it a seat. Did she sleep? Does she have like a fold-out chair sitting on top of the seat, or is she one of those car seats? But that's still a seat. This is a curious conundrum. I'm going to look that up. But
They
can you
just put a
the
chair up
inside?
on the. They had a chair to the roof of the car, strapped her in.
Put bound her down with twine.
God, oh my god, we forgot Zelda on the roof.
It's like some weird inversion of like only leaving your child in the car during 150-degree weather.
It's like fuck the fucking hangover. She's all sunburnt and dehydrated.
Oh no, we left her on top of the car, and also we left our solar panels on the car too. Oh no!
Hey, buddy. You looking good? You got some color.
You're looking like a fucking cooked egg on the sidewalk. She sleeping in a chair, her head leaning to the side. Why does this sentence keep going? To the side, Link smiles to himself. He climbs out of the car, carefully opens Zelda's door, and takes her limp body in her arms, by her style, smiling as she sleeps peacefully.
Her limp body.
Like, I understand, like, you're supposed to give a brief pause for commas, right? But that didn't need to be a giant run-on sentence. That is my only problem with the story thus far.
We refuse to out of protest.
Shrek clambers out to Droid Midna. This house looks so awesome. Open her up, Link. Okay. You just arrived at college.
Should I wait? At least wait until she's awake.
No, I meant no. Okay, we're like, come on. We have to join a fraternity first. There's a process to this.
Keys are in my pocket.
He says, looking down into his pocket. Looking down at Zelda.
Yeah, take Zelda, man. He just chucks her.
I've got a better solution. I don't like where this is going.
Shrek 911. Yes, hello.
Not like last time.
Link says, backing up. What you double teamer?
911. Yes, hello.
No, Link. What do you take me for? Shrek says, looking shocked and harmed.
What happened?
Looking viscerally injured. He grabbed onto his side as if he was stabbed.
911. Yes, hello.
Yes,
The shock, the shock of this betrayal of trust left him
We
like
get it,
actually
Vince.
wounded.
Keep reading. I want to.
Yes, you invited me. Well, no, Chad did, to be fair. Link mutters, stepping closer to Shrek, who grins, flicking Zelda across the nose, startling her awake. Link sighs. That's all a run into
Jake,
too. Zelda says, yawning.
if I'm asleep, don't wake me up.
Link gently I love all that build up to just her flicking on her nose. Link gently strokes her back comfortingly as he pulls the keys from his pocket, throwing them to Sheik. She gives Zelda a hug to cheer her up. Sheik is on his way over to the door, slipping the key into the lock to push it open. He leads Midna, Link, and Zelda into the hallway of their house. Staircase is one word. A staircase. It stands to the right, leading up to the upper floor. A long corridor leads down to the kitchen diner, and a door to the right opens up to reveal the living room.
I just have to say real quick. This is written by someone who doesn't have any friends but thinks this is how friends act with each other. Oh, look at this place!
Binda says, grinning as she runs into the kitchen.
Oh, look! The landlord left a chocolate cake on the table for us.
I wouldn't eat that. You don't know how long it's been there. Awesome! Shrek says, grinning, running over to the table.
Okay.
Zelda says, making her way into the kitchen. She begins rummaging through the door to pull out a big slice.
Let me slice it up.
That's
Turns
not
out
a
it's
knife. Now that's a knife.
This is a knife.
Turns out it's not really a cake, it's just like a sleeping cat or something.
Jesus Christ.
Link carefully closes the front door fuck you. Zelda cuts the cake into pieces. Shrek, what is it? Do you just like have an aversion towards commas? Towards periods, excuse me. Shrek grins, grabbing the biggest one. Zelda raises her eyebrows.
I was going to get plates, but something tells me she doesn't need one.
Shrek gives her a chocolatey smile that's racist, and she begins rummaging through the cupboard before pulling out 3 basic white plates. She hands
3
them out and
basic
takes.
bitch white plates.
As opposed to the advanced white plates.
Just like one of those people that I found out I have 2% African in me, so I starts throwing slang around. Oh shit, son! Those basic bitch white plates. Begins. Well, it's
Those
chic
plates
too, so maybe.
really love autumn, guys.
And begins cutting it up with her fork.
Remember.
Wait. Okay, that's true. So she says, turning to Minda and Link.
We've got our uni introduction tomorrow, and I think every student meets before the head of the university before we split off to meet our teachers and classmates in our seminars, practicals, and supervisions. We have an hour lunch break, and we spend the rest of the afternoon exploring campus.
See, I thought that at the very least they would reserve the commas for just like descriptions and whatnot, but they run on sentences in a dialogue too. That's amazing. Thanks for the entire brochure on that, Zelda. Shrek grins, swallowing the last piece of his chocolate cake. By the way, I will be here when you get home. It's my introductory day down at the station. I don't know what that means.
He's a train conductor.
I'll text you at lunch.
Racist. Midna says, grinning.
So what do you want to do for dinner tonight?
Link says, biting down on his giant cigar.
Oh, I'm too tired to cook.
Zelda says, collapsing into a chair.
Too bad. Get in the kitchen.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I mean, there's two.
That actually happened.
There's 2 women here, so if it comes from another woman, is that sexist?
We're almost done, guys. Come on.
Let's go for sushi. This Shrek pipes up, grinning. I saw a cool little sushi bar on the way here.
Yeah, of course, the university students are going for sushi.
I want to talk shit, but I love sushi.
Uh, sounds great.
Minna says. Link and Zelda finish up their cake, and how was it a small one? How much did you eat? And the four of them grab their jackets, heading out into the streets of the familiar city. I'm just picturing the fucking giant ass chocolate cake from Matilda.
You know.
Minna says, her hands in her pockets of her leather jacket, her tiny little leather jacket, because she's literally like knee tall.
She's a midget.
Hey, we call them manlets. Thank you very much.
But she's a woman.
Says who? That's not my headcanon.
God damn it. I've only ever been to Castletown once before.
I've never been.
Zelda says, shuddering in the cold. Link wraps his arms around her, huddling her close to keep her warm. I guess it's new for all of us, Sheik says.
So?
Minna interjects.
What exactly is this sushi bar?
That was how you... I mean, you don't necessarily have to cap off every single chapter of what you write, but I mean, it's almost expected. Like, that's how you chose to end it?
Yep.
Kind of a wet fart.
I mean, that's this entire story so far.
It's not... So far, it's just like, besides the obvious annoyances that you have with the tone that someone tries to take with stories like this and using these characters, is like... I mean, compared to the fucking shit that I tuned into, like, moments ago, this is like...
Night.
This is amazing in comparison.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who picked this one to read?
Jamie.
You lose. This is supposed to be the worst one, and you couldn't even do that.
Yeah, this one, it wasn't too bad. So
I would go so far to say it's tolerable.
It's just mostly the premise, like we said earlier. It's, oh, your favorite fantasy characters, but they're modern high school or college students. What mundane hijinks are they gonna get into? We don't. Who fucking cares?
I don't mind that premise necessarily when it's done for the sake of like having a characters like from those weird fanciful settings and putting them in a mundane environment. But it works for humor usually when they're still who they are, and seeing them have to adjust to what is a mundane surrounding and rules they have to abide by that they're obviously not used to. That's where the humor comes in. But
see, it was fun when Enchantment did it, but then Sony got their grubby little hands on it and did it for literally every single movie.
And I think
I
think I missed when you guys were reading what was it, Fallback Plan, and I did not see that. But I'm looking at the fucking cover. I did like catch little glimpses of what you were saying. And okay, the story is somebody wanted to write a story where they're in high school and Ganon sexually harasses Zelda. Is that what I'm getting?
Pretty much.
Like, this is someone who played the games like, this is pretty good, but you know what I think? I think the plot would be a little bit more engaging, intriguing. It would really appeal to my sensibilities if we just get this Me Too shit like going right off the bat with Ganon. He's had it coming, by golly.
Yeah. And that's why, personally, I'm going to rate that one as the worst one. What about you, Kenzie?
My bias wants to say mine, because I want to win. But yeah, mine didn't have rapey undertones.
Which one was yours?
The puppy
Epic
one.
Wolf or Wolf Epic.
I don't know. See, the first one left me feeling uncomfortable. Because I don't know, like the second one comes off as someone who's just like someone who's still in school, someone who's like when they grow up, they're gonna look back at this and like roll their eyes, like, "Oh my god, what was I thinking?" Shit like that. So I don't think there was anything more like insidious in that regard. But I think you know what? Who picked the first one?
First one was Mike.
Okay, I say and it's disqualified. You know why? Because going to Wattpad to pick the worst one is too easy. Like I
No,
say, you don't
Oh,
the
no,
count.
no.
first one that Mike submitted was on fanfiction. Anthony submitted the one from Wattpad.
Well,
Yeah.
my point still stands. Like again, there's a reason why I don't do Wattpad Wednesdays as much as I used to. It's because after a while, you start to get it's not a feeling. It's overt that it's just there's a really reprehensible component to a lot of what you read on there, where you know it's not just like some people trying to be creative. It's also people espousing some really fucked up sentiments and like do their work. And I don't want to, you know what they say, like don't attribute what you to malice what you can to ignorance. But after a while, they kind of blur together. Like you can't be doing this by accident at this point.
Yep.
It's so consistent. It's like weird fucking patterns in these stories all the time in Wattpad.
That's why when we announced this, I was mostly encouraging everyone to go onto fanfiction.net because unlike Wattpad, at least in fanfiction website, you can filter out all the gross, smutty ones with the rating system. At least you can't do that on Wattpad. So I
I'm
was
genuinely
encouraging.
surprised. I thought like fanfiction was going down.
What?
I thought
Uh,
fanfiction was like supposed to go down at some point.
I
I
haven't
don't
heard
know.
that.
It was like I heard for like I think it was like maybe 2-3 years ago. It was like some talk about fanfiction might not be around for long.
Huh.
I don't know. That's what
But
people say about every website to exist.
but Vince, we do need your choice of what was the worst.
Hmm. But my sentiment still stands. I don't want to humor. I would rather. I can't say that. I can't say that I want Wattpad to not exist because I want it should be a honeypot for freaks. I want them to all be outed by
Fair.
someone more trustworthy than the FBI because the FBI knows and they don't care. And sometimes you can tell they're behind some weird shit too. But if honest, genuine effort, I would say that it goes to the. I'm conflicted. Okay, the Wattpad one. I can't dance around it.
Okay. Raptor.
Oh jeez, this is kind of hard to rank.
Wait, Vince, what would you say was the worst?
Hmm?
Which one would you say was the worst? I'm sorry.
The Wattpad one.
Yeah.
I just hate it on principle.
That and I also say it's the worst just for trying to name sex predator Ganon after Bela Lugosi.
The video played as soon as you started talking. What did you say?
Oh, I also hate it because it made sex predator Ganon. It named him after Bela Lugosi.
Why?
I don't know.
Why did you do this? Why did you choose to do this to me?
All right, let wrap your pick.
I guess like in terms of reprehensible content, like the Wattpad one, and just in terms of just reading, it's the dog one. Out of
Yeah,
the
fuck
simple
yeah.
fact that like it's kind of like the kind of like haha ain't that so funny kind of stories.
Yeah.
It's on it's fun to read,
Hmm.
like something that's just so bad it's good.
All right. So
I,
so
I
Oh no, I wouldn't say it's so bad it's good because, and I was telling this, so Chad and I were talking about this. What I feel makes this on par with some of the bad creepypastas we read is that, and I will argue this to my grave, that the only thing worse than a non-scary person trying to be scary is a non-person trying their damnedest to be funny.
Exactly.
yeah.
but like we've all at least said this one, so I guess that means the the Wattpad one wins worst story.
Oh,
No,
wins is a
no,
very
if we took,
interesting choice of words.
well, what if we let's take the Wattpad equation and which one's the worst?
What? You roboted.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Let's take the Wattpad one out of the equation. Then which would be the worst?
dog one.
Yeah, easily the dog one.
It's an interesting
Yes.
point because I think what makes a Wattpad like one, even if you take away out of account everything I said about it being like weirdly reprehensible, there's something genuinely annoying when you read something and like this is comprehensive and this is I can tell this person reads, this person has written before and actually has some decent amount of experience, and their prose is a little bit on point, and this is what they're choosing to use those tools for to fucking
The
make
Wattpad one.
this story. Yeah.
Well, they should, Vince. Do you know why?
Why?
Because allegedly the person who wrote that story is a middle school principal.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Vince broke
Exploded.
something.
I'm not I'm not playing a part. I'm actually kind of angry right now. Oh, well, you know what? It's better that I know that kind of shit because it sucks, but you have to be aware of this kind of thing. You get the fuck off that website, you piece of fucking human waste.
Yep.
If I swear to God,
So Jamie said my submission felt more painful. I don't think it helped that I was doing a really forced, like enthusiastic voice. That was on purpose,
I was
just to highlight
listening
how
to you and I
desperate
got
this
genuinely
is.
angry, so that
Yeah.
counts for something.
Yeah.
To the
So
point where it was so bad, I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm not. Let's pause this game. I'm hopping in on this. I need answers.
I'm gonna say Wattpad, uh, Puppy, then the Sonic one, and then the University one because well, it was bad, but it was kind of dumb and boring. Like, oh, they're driving to university, haha.
Like,
But
congratulations, Jamie, you picked the least bad.
yeah, it wasn't like, oh,
How does that feel?
Sonic is like adventure cucking Link, and Wally's there too for some reason, and he's the
So
king.
fucking baffling.
What? What am I hearing?
Wally, you know the Disney Pixar movie, Wally.
Yes.
Wally was
Cute
the
little.
king of Hyrule.
You're just
Apparently, Zelda's adopted dad.
you're saying words that I think you're intending to say them as if they have meaning, but it sounds like verbal effluvia right now.
Yeah.
Oh, we're saying words all right. You just are choosing not to believe us.
And that makes me I'm the wrong in this equation. I'm the wrong party. Have I wronged you, sir and madam?
No.
What is this? What
Not
is this
saying
bull
that.
fuckery? This is oh my god, 2022.
Yeah.
You don't. There is no excuse.
There
I try to
isn't.
give some flexibility because I was like, oh, you know, this person probably moved on. I don't care for you, sir and or madam or whatever you choose to identify as. I
Honestly,
identify you as garbage.
it's like what I said in during the movie Bobber Nazi stream. That story, just reading what that person wrote and publicly posted, just reading it out loud felt like bullying.
I genuinely like when I read when I see movie Bob try to like big league people and try to act like a tough guy. Like there's this weird part because I got bullied when I was younger too. But listening to him is like, I want to meet you and bully you in person because it's not because I think it's right. It's because I think it's just.
Yeah. But so yeah, that was our first which is the worst stream. Oh, did I just say the first?
Oh,
Oh, cool, man. I will not be
Might
back.
time this come.
Yes, you will, because you love us and we love you.
So have you decided on what our next genre shall be, Chad?
Yes, but I'm not going to announce it right now.
I'll read the movie
Okay.
book. Where can I find it?
What was that?
Go look at where I can find the fucking movie Bob book so I can read it for my channel, maybe.
Vince, no. Don't do this to yourself.
Let me
As
see. Is he still saying weird shit on Twitter?
oh yeah,
For those of you keeping track, the Republican Party, one of two, is currently in actual war with the music part where Mickey Mouse pretends to live.
Okay. So thank you for tuning in.
um, yeah. Hopefully soon we can get Gemma to come on and hopefully Kobe as well, and we'll be reading a creepypasta that we've been wanting to read for a couple of months now. I'm still not going to say
Yeah,
what it
we have
is,
been sitting on it.
but thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for your submissions. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Same bean time, same bean channel.
good night, everyone.
Later.
Good night.
He says.